Eminem goes on to claim that back at the MTV Video Music Awards in September, you may remember this, he left Durst hanging on purpose when the Limp frontman tried to give him a high five.
Eminem was performing his hit single, The Real Slim Shady. As he walked past Fred Durst, Eminem didn't return a high five or any sign of acknowledgement. A simple gesture, yes, but one that sent a loud message. Eminem wasn't feeling the camaraderie.
By the way, Fred, that wasn't an accident. I didn't mean to give you a play at the Music Awards.
Today, we're diving deep into one of the most interesting but often overlooked rap feuds of the early 2000s. It's a story filled with loyalty, snubs, and some unforgettable diss tracks. We're talking about the beef between Eminem, Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, and Everlast. The beef started after Everlast felt ignored by Eminem when they saw each other in a hotel lobby.
Walked into a hotel and saw him coming out and kind of tried to express, hey man, congratulations. It was during his first album, and he just was a rude little punk.
I wasn't sure if it was him. I was gonna come up and go, oh my God, Everlast.
At the first opportunity I had, I said something on the record.
Cock my hammer, spit a comment like Haley, a buck of 380 on ones that act shady.
I think he knows that he can't outrhyme me, so the only thing he can do is try to take personal shots like your daughter, your little girl. You know, that's all I can do because I'm fat and I'm old and I can't rhyme anymore.
You can't keep your woman from going astray. Better run and check that kid for your DNA.
The only thing that I would say to him is that, first of all, to watch your mouth, because you talked about my little girl, which is, you know, talk about my mother all you want, talk about my wife, talk about whatever you want to say. The one thing that I hold sacred to me is my little girl. I'm an MC, and I'm not gonna let another MC, I don't even know why I just called him an MC, I'm not gonna let somebody else diss me on a record and not say something back. It's just in my blood. It's a competition thing.
Eminem responded to Everlast with his diss track, Quitter.
I passed you in a lobby and I glanced at you like I ain't noticed you. I had a show to do.
Before their falling out, Eminem and Fred Durst were friends, with Eminem appearing in Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff video and collaborating with Fred on the song Turn Me Loose.
Let's talk about Turn It Loose is a collaborative effort between Eminem and Fred. How did you guys hook up to do this track?
They played my video on MTV last week, and just when I was thinking I was all that and then some, in comes Fred Durst. Yo, Shady, let me get some.
We just got together, man. We're on the same label. You know what I'm saying? We're label mates. And I heard their stuff from their first album, and I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't do anything that I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
I had Interscope actually, and Jimmy Iovine and Dre, and turned me onto his video and said to check this out and listen to it. And it was like off the hook before it even came out. And I said I'd like to do something with this guy. And
the feud between Fred Durst and M started when Fred sided with Everlast in his conflict with Eminem.
You know, Eminem just lashed out at me because we didn't do a song. He wanted me and Lethal to do a song with him against Everlast. You know,
he really like tore you up on that song you had on D12.
Yeah, he got me pretty good on the D12
song.
record.
He wanted you to do a song against Everlast.
And
why? What has he got against Everlast?
Well, him and Everlast have had a beef for a while, I guess. But you know,
and the reason that I dissed Limp Bizkit is because they're little girls, and the reason they're little girls is because we were on tour together, right? The anger management tour. And this has nothing to do with Fred canceling every other show because his throat hurt. Right. Oh. No, I don't want people thinking it. I don't want people thinking that that's the reason that I dissed him. The reason that I dissed him is because when all the beef with Everlast was going on, right? They wanted to jump in the middle of it. They wanted to jump in it with me and take my side, right? And they wanted to do a song with me because I did a song. Everlast did a song dissing me. Then I dissed him back. Then he dissed me back again. So I was going to diss him back again one final time. So I was telling them about it. They wanted to get on the song. Fred Durst was like, yeah, man, write me some shit, bro. I'll say that shit. And then DJ Lethal, man, I hate Everlast, man. He's a he comes over, he steals my weed, like all this shit, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, if you guys really want to get on the song, I'll set up the studio time in LA. Let's do it. And they're like, okay, whatever. So we set up the studio time. The day I get to the studio, that day, Fred pages us, yo, I got a toothache, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it today. And DJ Lethal says he doesn't know how he feels about doing the song because he's still cool with Everlast. So I'm thinking, all right, if he's still cool with Everlast, then why was he telling me he hates him?
But it escalated after Eminem publicly snubbed him by refusing a high five at the MTV Awards. Eminem was performing his hit single, The Real Slim Shady. As he walked past Fred Durst, Eminem didn't return a high five or any sign of acknowledgement. A simple gesture, yes, but one that sent a loud message. Eminem wasn't feeling the camaraderie. For Fred Durst, this was a clear snub, one that bruised his pride and marked a turning point in their relationship.
Howard, you ever hear that song? He like rips.
What did he say about Fred? What did he say?
He said that, you know, like when he was walking down on the awards and Fred went to go give him a high five, he meant to diss him.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Fred, that wasn't an accident. I didn't mean to give you a play at the music awards.
So that's not what pissed me off. That's not even what pissed me off. I'm like, okay, all right, my opinion of them lowered, but I was like, all right, I'll do the song anyways, and still put them in my raps, still said their names in my raps, and used them against Everlast, right? So then, like, not even 2 weeks later, these motherfuckers are on MTV talking about, they asked him about the Everlast thing. They asked Lethal about the Everlast thing, right? Lethal said, I think personally that M is a good rapper. He's a better MC, but I think that in a fight, Everlast will whip his ass. Now, come on, dog.
Well, apparently, M is upset about a comment that Lethal made in December during the Limp Guy's visit to TRL. Carson Daly asked Lethal for his take on the rap quarrel between Eminem and Everlast, since Lethal had been in House of Pain with Everlast, but also was friends with Eminem.
Then I look on the TV, now look who's mentioning me. That little f***ing weasel, DJ Lethal on MTV.
I think if I got taken outside of records, the Everlast would definitely win, you know what I mean?
I'm sitting back at home watching the TV like, I think Everlast will whip his ass. I'm like, what? Fuck, you were supposed to be on the song with me.
After I gave you props on that song, you on national TV talking about Everlast is gonna whip my ass when he sees me?
Well, apparently not pleased with that comment from Lethal, M has retaliated with the D12 track Girls. M claims in Girls that Lethal was actually supposed to guest on one of his Everlast dissing songs called Quitter.
Come on, dog, you was supposed to be on that song, talking about how bad you hate him. Now you all on his thong, what's wrong?
What kind of shit is that? Like, I would not have made a move if it wasn't for that. If 10, 20 million people did not see him say that Everlast would whip my ass. There was no f***ing call for it, dog. If you didn't want to be in the beef, then you should have stayed out of the beef. You shouldn't have opened your mouth with a f***ing opinion. That's it. So that's why I dissed him. And I look at him as a group, and I dissed him, even though Fred, whatever, he's in the middle of it because that's his crew. Do you know what I'm saying? One of my crew disses somebody, we all diss somebody. That's how people are gonna look at it.
Will you kick his ass if you see him?
It's just of being a victim of his, you know, like he's so good at what he does, you can't even really retaliate.
He is good.
You just got to be like, all right, man, I guess I was one of the lucky people that got ripped up by him.
Do you when you see a guy like this, is it awkward after he's said a horrible thing about you on an album?
No, I'm a family type of guy, you know, like
Right.
I'm a Southern guy. It's just sort of, we were really good friends before. I took care of him a lot of ways, like when I had to cancel a show, pull money out of my own pocket to give him, and it just sort of makes me go, well, he's just not in the family.
Eminem's feud with Fred Durst stemmed not only from Durst backing Everlast, but also from his public support of Napster, which Eminem was against.
The first question I'd like to know about you guys is you're in the Limp Bizkit video Break Stuff. Why did you guys choose to do that? Rockers used to hate like rappers.
I actually don't know why I decided to do it, to tell you the truth. I didn't even know whose video I was going to be in. I just pulled out and they said, yo, say this to the camera, and I did it. I really wish I hadn't have done it now, to tell you the truth.
So you really regret it, actually?
I really regret it.
You're joking. Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Really? Why then?
Look at my face.
Why though?
Serious.
Is it because it's rock, or you just don't like the result?
No, I just don't like the things that Fred Durst has been standing for lately.
About Napster, you mean?
Definitely about Napster.
What's going on with that? What's the situation like now?
The situation with Napster is basically this. They're enabling people to get our music free. The music we go in the studio and work hard on for long periods of time, and a lot of money is spent on producing those records. and they're enabling people to get the music free, and I don't think it's right. They're taking food out of my kid's mouth, you know what I'm saying? And Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit is, he's being sponsored by Napster to put on a free concert that he got paid for.
You know, everybody here, give our music away for free. We'll sit in the studio and we'll do this shit, and we'll spend hours and days on making this music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And here you go, here it's for free. Meanwhile, me and Dre will go work at a burger place and flip burgers. You know what I'm saying? And do the music and basically ourselves for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, we're your whores. Take our music for free. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like it's disrespectful to the
disrespectful.
artists?
It's straight up disrespectful. That shit is bullshit. All that Napster shit is bullshit. And anybody who stands for it is bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Be Real from Cypress Hill, who was friends with both Eminem and Everlast, tried to squash their beef, and Eminem respected that Be Real stayed neutral throughout the whole beef.
Now I'ma be real was real. He ain't say shit the whole time me and Whitey was beefing, see he chilled.
Because the fucked up part about it is they both loved each other. You know, they both had enormous respect and love for each other. You know, like Everlast was like, man, hell yeah, another white kid that's killing it. And you know, Eminem, to tell it, he'll say that one of his influences or one of the guys he looked up to was Everlast. So
of course,
it was just miscommunication, and you know, the timing of it was off. And you know, fortunately, I was able to get in between it and squash it out.
Oh, so you got them talking together?
I didn't get them talking, but I got them to squash it.
Over 20 years later, Everlast explained the beef with Eminem and expressed regret for ever mentioning Eminem's daughter.
When we had our initial problem, and it was purely personal, like I felt slighted by him at a meeting, like our first initial meeting. I tried to shake his hand and just kind of felt like I got egged. And it was like, oh, okay. The only thing that I would have done different is he thought in the first record that I did a little line about him on in Dilated Peoples, I say something about Haley's comment at that. I didn't know his daughter's name was Haley.
Cock my hammer, spit a comment like Haley. A buck of 380 on ones that act shady.
Or he was so upset that he thought I had said something about his daughter that I used that in the second diss, like, to kind of not like I didn't say anything about the child, just like use the emotion of it. Like, okay, he was about to go to jail or something, and I said I'll look in on your kid when drop, like that kind of like little jam. I wouldn't have done that if like at this age as a parent, with two dogs. I wouldn't have done that part.
Right.
That's the only part of that side that I would say like I regret that part.
20 years later, Fred Durst still respects Eminem, and their old beef is completely over.
What about Eminem? I know you used to joke around with Eminem back in the day.
Yeah, he used to be my homie.
He used to be. Have you talked to him recently?
No, I haven't talked to him since he turned on me.
Oh, really? What happened?
I don't know, but I still love him. I still love his talent. I like him as a person.
If you saw him today, would you be willing to do a new track with him?
Dude, I got mad love for him. He remembers our time together as genuine, and I don't know what all that other shit was.